Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Jesus. Activate. Activate. Damn it. Hey, Maverick.
Hey, Bucko, what's going on?
Yeah, Mike Sano got here before we did.
Really? Because I've been getting a signature in the Mirror Universe.
There's a signature in the Mirror Universe?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna beam up the light beam. You head there to see if there's anything going on. Think I'm gonna do a review to get my mind off of this.
You got it.
Thanks. I'll set it to be beamed up now. Get it?
Talk to you later, kid.
Got it. Let's see. Where did my hologram leave off? Crap. How do I figure out where it left off? Screw it. I'm gonna make an assumption. I liked the Omnibus. I liked Last Human. I did not like Backwards. Meaning, Back would be the one I would save for last. Well, time to get started.
Hello and welcome to the Literary Lair. I'm Michael and I have finally returned! Yeah, the hologram's kinda dead. But I'm gonna finish this review first, and then I'm gonna go about fixing him. And guess what? Since I started this, Red Dwarf came back! Wait. The hologram said this last week, didn't he? Damn it, I wanted to say that! So, let's get to the cover. This one is pretty unimpressive, actually. It's the Red Dwarf logo surrounded by a bunch of clocks. It's really lazy and boring, and it does reflect my feelings of the book. I will say this now. I think this isn't as good as Last Human. Anyway, so it says Backwards with a backwards K, and Rob Grant at the bottom. I assume the hologram made the joke about Grant and Naylor splitting up too. So, on to the story, if you can call it that. Red Dwarf crew arrive on Backwards Earth to rescue Lister, who has returned to life and at the age of 25 after his death in Better Than Life, as a result of the crew depositing his body on Backwards Earth 36 years earlier, or later, or earlier, or, never mind. After they are stood up by Lister, Crichton finds that Lister and the cat are going to be involved with a murder. Lister soon arrives in the custody of the cops, who promptly unarrest him. Lister then takes off in backwards pursuit of one of the officers, explaining to the others that due to the nature of reverse time, he's forced to follow the policeman until he is unspotted. After a backwards car chase with the policeman, they unsee him, and the crew retreat to the mountain area where they land at Starbug. When they arrive, they find that Red Dwarf is kind of destroyed, but they need the landing jets to perform a takeoff. They begin searching for them. While searching, Crichton discovers the body of a hillbilly who has been killed with a pickaxe. He panics when the corpse begins returning to life and removes the pickaxe from his body. And then, when the hillbilly leaves, he finds out that when he plays the incident in reverse, or forwards in this case, that he is the one that killed the hillbilly. Overwhelmed by guilt, Crichton shuts himself down, like he did in Infinity Welcome's Careful Drivers. And I said Red Dwarf had no continuity. After learning what happened, Lister realizes that this was the murder that he was arrested for, and is happy to find out that he was innocent the whole time. Because as it's been established, Lister would never kill a man. So, he's kind of peeved at Crichton for getting him put in jail, but he forgives him and tries to get him working again. Having only found one landing jet that is in terrible condition, and with Lister busy repairing Crichton, the crew attempt to lift off, but it doesn't work, and so they have to remain there for 10 more years while they wait for the window to open again. This is where the book gets really complicated, and I'm going to try to skim through it since it is a bit confusing. 10 years pass, and Lister and the cat are now 15. The cat becomes a virgin with the hillbilly's cousin, and the crew unrepair Starbug in preparation for the next window. When the window arrives, they reverse line Starbug, and the ship repairs itself while they fly through the air and get into space. They fly through the black hole and try to return the Red Dwarf, but it's missing. And then they find out that it was stolen by Crichton's nanobots. Just kidding, because that would have made sense. Sort of. Nope, Holly just reversed the IQ compression and made himself too dumb to breathe, which he couldn't when he had an IQ of 6,000 or 12,000 anyway. And this means he can't stop the ship from getting captured by the Agnoids, what this book calls simulants. Screw it, they're simulants from now on. They were so happy that the last human alive is coming that they rip Holly out and turn the ship into a giant torture chamber. Man, those simulants are into some kinky stuff. Well, they find Holly, and even though they know it's full of people that want to kill Lister, they have no supplies, so they head for Red Dwarf anyway. At the same time, Ace Rimmer, what a guy, is getting ready to test pilot a ship capable of crossing dimensions. The brave, heroic, and charismatic Ace Rimmer arrives in the Red Dwarf timeline, but he materializes too close to Starbug and damages both ships. Coming over to Starbug to help repair it, he realizes that he could rig up Starbug and his ship to take the crew home. But since this is Red Dwarf, we know it won't work. This is Red Dwarf, people. Voyager made it home faster than them, and they had Neelix on board. So they make the repairs, and Rimmer has to move a forklift by ramming his light bee into it.
He tried to kill me with a forklift.
And wait a second, ramming his light bee into it. Yeah, that's how I play video games. Forward, jump, forward, dodge. The simulants are having a battle royale to decide who gets to kill Lister. The leader jettisons the others into space, but another heads right towards Starbug. It attempts to break into the ship, but Ace sacrifices himself in order to send the simulant into space. Wow, does Rimmer have to die in every Red Dwarf novel written after Better Than Life? You know what? I'm going to write one right now. Rimmer sacrifices himself for the crew. Damn it. Meanwhile, the leader arrives on Starbug, just as the oxygen supply fails. Horrified at losing the opportunity to torture Lister, he swiftly repairs the oxygenation unit, which means we don't need to sit through this book's version of Emo Hawk. Crichton bazookoids to the freshly repaired hull, causing a breach which sucks the simulant into space. The crew then learn that the simulant has infected the ship's navicomp with a computer virus. Run! It's missing, no! Wait. Hollow Me made that joke last week too, didn't he? Anyway, the virus takes over the ship and makes Starbug on a collision course for a planet. Crichton decides to deliberately contract the virus to create an antidote, cryptically telling the crew to watch his dreams before becoming unresponsive. At this point, it goes into the plot of Gunmen of the Apocalypse, which is a much better story, so go watch that instead. So they attack the gunmen and Crichton creates the dub program. With the Apocalypse boys vaporized, Lister and the cat return to reality to see that the virus killed both Crichton and Rimmer, destroying their mechanical components beyond repair. Another Rimmer death! Really backwards? Since the VR machine only simulated their injuries, the Cat and Lister were fine. So, they realize that they can now control the ship. But they've gained too much momentum, meaning they can't even direct the ship away from the planet, making Rimmer and Crichton's deaths meaningless. And I think that was really stupid. They get in Ace's ship to travel to another universe, where Crichton and Rimmer survived, but their own counterparts died playing better than life. As they dock with the alternate Red Dwarf, Lister reflects that, while this isn't home, it might be close enough. So that was backwards. In my opinion, it wasn't as strong as Last Human, and was kind of boring. I found myself just wanting to watch Backwards and Gunmen of the Apocalypse and Dimension Jump, which were much better stories. The only thing is that it did show that if Rimmer had become Ace and Lister had still joined Red Dwarf, it showed that Peterson was still the same dumbass drunk he was at the beginning, and so was Lister. But then he would have gotten a roommate that would have made him into a better person. So why they couldn't just make a book about that universe, I don't know. And I guess that's the closest we have to character development for this one. Well, that was Backwards. And it's not my favorite Red Dwarf book. And it kind of sucks. I'm going to say this now, and I really did not plan on yelling about this that much, but I'm saying it now. This book is really bad. I don't like it. And I don't hate books. I might not be interested in books, but I never hate them. Okay? So when I say this is a bad book, it's a bad book. Well, how much did this book cost? Okay, so it doesn't give an American, but it cost $6.99 Canadian, which probably means it was like $4 or $5 American. But I wouldn't have paid that much for this book, or I would have regretted it. I got this for 99 cents used, so I can't complain on my paying for this. But I mean, Rob Grant, you were great when you were on the show, and Doug Naylor, he was good when they were on the show together. And then Doug Naylor wrote a book, and it was good. And then Rob Grant wrote a book, and it sucked. That was Backwards. Ah, he's returned. I'll work on getting you up and all that later. Time to go destroy him. I've been waiting for you. Have you now? Yeah, and I think it's time for a duel. You can't even see my freaking eyes! Screw this. Draw! Hey, I wasn't ready. I never saw it play fast. Hell? Oh, hold on a sec. Hello. Oh, you're the one that put the force field up. Oh, good idea. Oh, well, yeah, beam him out. Wait, you can't do this! No, I'm supposed to destroy him! Hey, bucko, what's going on? Oh, hey, Maverick, how's it going? Yeah, Mike Sano's improving in my universe. He won't be getting out for a while. Well, that's good. No chance of escape. I bet you'll never hurt anyone again. But I did get you a little going away gift, and thanks for saving the entire universe and every other universe. There you go. Oh, a gift? Cool. A box. Oh, you didn't. Oh, I have to get out of here, so, thanks, but you get back to your universe. You might want to keep a watch on, like, say no. Beam up. Backup disk installed. I'm back. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, Maverick made a new light beat for you. Well, next time you see him, tell him thank you. Yeah. I know that you haven't found the Michael of the Mirror Universe yet. My memory was updated with that information, but I want to start my own life in the Mirror Universe. The Mirror Universe? Yeah. There's no Michael there, and every universe needs a Michael. Well, if that's what you want, more power to you. Yeah. See you later. See ya.
It's cold outside, there's no kind of atmosphere. I'm all alone, more or less. Let me fly far away from here. Far, far, far in the sun. I want to lie shipwrecked and comatose, drinking fresh mango juice. Goldfish shows, living on my toes. Far, far, far in the sun. Far, far, far in the
Toby! Activate him.
Certainly, sir. Awaken